It is Monday, August the 11th, 2025. My name is Tom. Welcome to your AmCon Daily Brief. On today's show, you don't need a title to lead. You just need to move first. But first, let's get you up to speed with the latest from your ASAT team and the Daily Sit Rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for August the 11th, 2025. Up first today, the Federal Trade Commission reveals a sharp rise in imposter scams targeting U.S. seniors. In 2024, individuals aged 60 and above lost $700 million to scams where fraudsters impersonate government agencies or businesses. Reports of significant losses are up over 360% compared to 2020. Seniors are strongly advised not to send money or transfer funds in response to unexpected calls, to verify the identity of callers independently, and to use call blocking features to reduce scam attempts. Turning now to a serious alert for parents nationwide. Criminal cartels are using artificial intelligence to perpetrate human trafficking and fraud. In Arizona, an AI-generated fake online relationship almost led a 15-year-old girl to be trafficked across the Mexican border. Thankfully, U.S. Border Patrol intercepted the situation. Parents should be vigilant about online communications and cautious when children interact with unknown individuals. In other news, Texas is strengthening its defenses against the New World screwworm, a flesh-eating parasite threatening livestock and wildlife. Authorities have introduced a new synthetic bait that kills 90% of flies on contact, along with insecticides and a vaccine plan. This is in response to recent cases approaching the U.S.-Mexico border. The parasite poses a threat to Texas's $15 billion cattle industry, and consumers may face higher beef prices and potential shortages. Now, as electric bills continue to rise across the country, data centers are coming under scrutiny. Studies show that approximately 70% of last year's electricity price increases stemmed from data center demand. States including Oregon, New Jersey, Indiana, and Pennsylvania are implementing measures to make data centers pay more for local transmission costs. Residential and commercial ratepayers may otherwise bear the burden of these rising costs tied to expanding data center infrastructure. Lastly, various protests and civil unrest events are ongoing around the nation. Today's gatherings include a rally at the United Nations headquarters in New York City, a vigil in Pasadena, California, and a meetup in Oneonta, New York. Citizens attending public events are advised to maintain situational awareness, know their exits, and report any suspicious activity to authorities. On the event front, over the next week, the Southeast region will host an American contingency booth at the Huntsville Hamfest in Alabama on August 16th and 17th. Also, the Broward County chapter will hold its monthly meetup focused on leadership in Sunrise, Florida on August 16th. Turning to the weather today, additional rounds of heavy rain are expected across portions of the Central Plains, Midwest, and Southeast. Severe thunderstorms this morning pose a risk of large hail and damaging winds in the central and southern plains. Heavy to excessive rainfall may cause localized flooding over parts of the southern plains, Florida Panhandle, and coastal Carolinas. Meanwhile, hot to extremely hot temperatures will prevail through midweek across much of the western U.S. and northern New England. Stay alert to the latest weather updates and take precautions if you are in affected areas. That concludes your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for today. Stay safe and prepared.
The neighborhood is quiet, maybe too quiet. The streetlights are dark and your phone shows no service. No one knows why. Everything is just dead. You can almost feel the uncertainty hanging in the air. Behind closed doors, people are waiting, watching, wondering what to do next. Then, a beam of light cuts through the darkness. One person steps out, flashlight in hand, moving with purpose. They check on the house across the street, then wave for another neighbor to join them. In seconds, the atmosphere shifts. Instead of silence, there's movement. Instead of confusion, there's direction. And just like that, the first person to move has become the leader. Leadership isn't about a title or a rank. It's about movement. In a crisis, the first person to take action sets the tone for everyone else. That first step can be the difference between confusion and coordination. At AmCon, we like to say that leadership starts with clarity and initiative. Clarity means you have a sense of what matters most and where you're headed, even if the path for getting there isn't perfectly clear. Initiative means you're willing to act without waiting for someone else to go first. And here's the thing. You don't have to have all the answers to lead. In fact, I'll just go ahead and say it. You won't have all the answers, but you do need to move. That movement inspires confidence. It tells people, hey, we're not stuck. We can do something. And that something often snowballs into more action from other people. Think back to our blackout scenario. The first person to step out, flashlight in hand, they didn't solve the outage, but they did solve the uncertainty. They became a focal point for the neighborhood. That is leadership from the ground up. No badge, no title, just action. As Donald McGann reminds us, leadership is an action, not a position. Titles can be handed out, but real leadership, it's earned in moments like these. So when you feel that pull to wait until things are certain, that hesitation to rely on normalcy bias, just remember, certainty rarely comes first. Movement creates momentum, and momentum creates clarity. Today's challenge is simple, but it could change the way you lead. I want you to ask yourself, what's one thing you can lead today? Doesn't have to be dramatic. Maybe it's just checking on a neighbor who lives alone, organizing a short family drill to walk through a power outage, or sending a quick message to your team about an upcoming training opportunity. The goal isn't to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. The goal is to take the first step. When you do, you'll notice something. People are going to follow. And the more you practice leading in the small things, the more natural it will feel to lead in the big ones. So before the day is over, pick one thing. Lead it. Don't wait for permission. Don't overthink it. Just move. Start small, start now, and start leading. Tomorrow we're diving into Crisis Management 101, the first 90 seconds that can decide whether a situation gets better or a lot worse. If you're a member, you'll get that feed. You'll get that update in your feed tomorrow. And if not, you can join us at AmericanContingency.com. Thanks for listening to the AmCon Daily Brief. If you're already a member, make sure to check out today's resources on the members-only platform or in your Asset app. And if you're not a member yet, head over to AmericanContingency.com. Check us out and join the network to start building real resilience today. My name is Thom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.